Welcome to Volatility 411 for Equity Armor Investments. I'm Joe Tigay, the portfolio manager of the Rational Equity Armor Fund. Let's get right into it. On a Fed day, we got the markets mixed. We got banks under pressure. Tech actually doing pretty good, even though we had some mixed results out of the big cap tech names yesterday. And the big cap tech remains the story for me as we're talking about the Fed. Of course, we're talking about low interest rates. You look at the back end of the curve, those keep on going down. Now, it's amazing to me that ever since 2008, we've had low interest rates and they keep on getting lower. The trend just has not shaken. And the reason is this global deflation story cannot be shaken. Now, of course, last year we had this huge pandemic that really took this deflation thing on its head. We've seen dramatic inflation at the start of this year, and the Fed, for their part, is saying it's transitory, it's temporary, it's not going to last, and I'm still worried about deflation. So we'll see how that plays out the next year. But we've seen value versus growth, banks versus tech on-off trade. And for the VIX, it hasn't really mattered until, well, it has mattered because it's meant lower volatility, but it doesn't mean higher volatility until both those names go the same direction, the same percentage amount. That's high correlation, that's high volatility. That's what we need to remember watching this market. And with these tech names, it just doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon. Now, all that said, that doesn't mean that volatility won't ever happen again. Of course, we're realistic about that. And for me, the best time to own volatility is when things look good, because when you have plenty, it's easy to protect. When you have few, when you have none, there's nothing left to protect with. So this is the time for me to do it. Anyways, we got the VIX 18.5. We got the futures coming in slightly ahead of this Fed number. We got the skew still sky high. We got the VVIX at 118. Still some signs that people are looking for movement out of this future, but again, that could be to the downside as well as the upside. For Equity Armor Investments, I'm Joe Tigay.